Good morning, here we are again. Let's bow our heads. O most Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. O most Blessed Mother, pray for us. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Alright, so let's work on our sentence and our diagramming. Let's go over some editing marks. We're actually going to be learning a new editing mark today. So let's see if we can review some of the things we already know. Okay? We know, grab this, okay? We know what happens when you see this underneath a letter. Did you say capitalize it? You are right. Three underlines mean capitalize it. There's the corrected form. What if you see that little thing on top of, that takes out it like that E? What does that mean? Take out, omit, or remove. Very good. Now the next one, we don't know what it is, but we know what this little thing, do you see the upside down V right here? It means insert, right? So if you see do not cough, this is how it would look. Whoops. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I grab it correctly. Aha. Do not cough. There's the corrected phrase, right? All right. There is a marking that tells us that we should not have capitalized. This marking shows we should have capitalized, but we didn't. And here's a marking that shows we shouldn't have capitalized, but we did. And we go in the direction in which we write, and we go write that. Cross out like that, just like we used to for our letters on diphthongs and digraphs. That would mean that should not have been capitalized. When you see this, make sure that you uncapitalize whatever letter has been capitalized. This is the corrected form. This is the incorrect form that has the editing mark on it. All right, now let's take a look at today's sentence. Will Eddie jumps the bar? Why don't you make sure you read your sentence, and push pause, and then come back and take a look at how I do it. And see if you did it the same way I did it. Okay? All right, I'm going to assume that you're back. And what do we know about every single sentence? Every single sentence should begin with, yes, a capital letter. So what should we put underneath? 3 underlines. If you said that, you are correct. Now, what's the next word? Will Eddie. Eddie? Oh, what do we know about Eddie? Eddie is a noun, but it's a special kind of a noun. Do you remember that when we went over it, we said it was a proper noun? It's all dressed up. It's not a common noun. It's a proper noun. So in order to make it a proper noun, what should we do? Yes, we capitalize the word Eddie because it's the individual name of a particular person. All right, Will Eddie jumps. Eddie jump. Will Eddie jumps? Does that sound right? No, it's one. We're going to need to, yes, omit that S, won't we? Will Eddie jumps the bar? Now, what will go at the end? What kind of a sentence is it? Did somebody say interrogative sentence? Good, let's say it together. Ready? An interrogative sentence asks. It's called a question, and it ends with a question mark. So let's put it on there. And we're going to go ahead and say insert question mark. All right, there we go. Try that. Will Eddie jump the bar? Now go ahead and write out your sentence, and then come back and I'll show you how I wrote my corrected sentence. All right, there we go. Now, I capitalized this because of the 3 little underlines right here. And this is, we said it was a proper noun, so we capitalized Eddie. I got rid of the S, so it's not there anymore. And I inserted a question mark at the end because it's an interrogative sentence. Will Eddie jump the bar? Now, how will we diagram it? Now, Mrs. Mayer made a mistake. I don't know if any of you noticed, but she made a mistake on these. And we'll look at that in a minute. Who or what is the sentence about? That's our subject, and our subject goes right here. And this part will be a noun or a pronoun, and it answers who or what. Who or what is the sentence about? Is it about Art? No. Eddie? Yes. So let's put Eddie. Let's go ahead and write one single underline under Eddie. That means that's our subject. And what's our action verb? What is Eddie doing or will do? Jump is our verb. There's jump right there. And because it's our verb, we're going to underline it twice. Is jump all by itself? Is that the only verb we have, or do we have, that is our principal verb, it's the action verb. Do we have a helping verb? Look at that. There's our helping verb. Will jump. Now, we can go ahead and start putting these down here, can't we? We can say, Eddie is my subject, and it goes right here. Who or what the sentence is about. It's capitalized, so this one will be capitalized. We said that will jump is my verb phrase. 2 words that act as acting with as a single verb, right? Will jump. Will jump. Why did I keep the capital letter? Did I hear one of you say? I think I did. Because we don't have any punctuation marks here. And we'll know that it's a sentence, a question, by seeing where we start right there. Will Eddie jump? Now what else do we have? Well, what will Eddie jump? What answers what? A noun or a pronoun. And we have a noun right here. A bar is something I can hold. It's a thing, right? Person, place, or thing. It's a thing. And that happens to be something called our direct object. It's what he will jump. So we're going to put it right here. Bar. But I need a line to separate my verb from my direct object, because this is not part of the verb. I will put a short line that will not cross the line. Yes. Now that will tell me that it's the bar that will be jumped. Right? Good. Now we have one more word that we have not figured out. We have will and Eddie and jump and bar. Do you guys remember what this is? If somebody said an adjective, and it's a little, an article that is an adjective, that's right, you are correct. It's one of the 3 little articles, a and the. And how do we show that is it the jump? No, Mrs. Mayer. Is it the Eddie? No, Mrs. Mayer. What is it? The bar. So therefore, we're going to go underneath here and put bar. Now we know that, oops, sorry. What am I? It's the word the, right? The article is the. We were looking at the. Good. Now we know that adjectives are what modify a noun or a pronoun. Now on your paper, you have lines here and here. Do we have another adjective? No. Do we have an adverb? No. But you can write one in if you'd like. What could modify? Will, I could put will fast, Eddie. Jump the bar. How about high? That would answer how, or to what extent, But if it's just way too difficult, let's do this. On your paper, on the lines down here, just go ahead and cross them out and say, Mrs. Mayor, that wasn't correct. That's because Mrs. Mayor makes those up, and sometimes when she's kind of sleepy, she sometimes overlooks things. And when you catch it, I really appreciate it. All right, have a blessed day. I hope you learned something today. I know it's been fun. Don't forget to cross these out because they don't have anything on our sentence. All right, have a blessed day. Bye.